if you look around, David's done a lot of work here, thrown down a lot of rock, cut down a lot of trees.
Yeah. And we're going to have a big bonfire here in the wintertime.
Yes, we are.
Going to get a snowstorm and be looking for that.
But in this video, we're going to do a couple things, including going off-road. But first, let's talk about this. So we've had this John Deere 1023E now for 2 years, cut a lot of grass with it, and it's time to take it back to Four Rivers and have them take a look at it. Basically, do a basic service. How much is that going to cost?
Yeah. I got a question for you first before I tell you how much it's going to cost.
Okay.
So, who's got more seat time, you or Tommy?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, you're in charge of mowing around here?
I am, yeah.
Because I only got like an hour's worth of seat time in it, you know?
I do all the mowing, and then...
But then, you know, if you count the skid steer, I mean, I've got hours and hours of seat time in that. But,
exactly.
But you got the most in this, huh?
I do. It's fun.
So it's $450. They're going to change the fluid, the oil, and check all the fluids, the filters. They'll change, sharpen the blade. Just give it a once-over for us.
All right, and then we're also going to see how much it would cost to either put on a blade or maybe even a snowblower, since winter is coming and we need something to get rid of the snow.
Yeah, I think that's what these are for. You could probably have a hydraulically powered snow thrower.
I'm sure that's only going to be like $4,000 or $5,000.
Probably. It won't be cheap, I know that.
It won't be cheap. But
maybe we'll just buy a couple shovels for Tommy. In case. Yeah, it would be.
But then at the end of this video, what have you done in the pond course, the hard off-road course?
Okay, so I've hauled a couple loads of like big rock in there, and I cut down several trees, and I threw in a bunch of stumps that are like this size. We'll see how that works.
The problem is, in Tommy's demise, basically, nobody's been able to get through it.
No.
Without having to winch.
Yeah. So this morning I threw in some big rocks in there.
So we're going to try it in our Jeep.
And I cut another obstacle.
Okay.
And I haven't taken anything up it. I think we should take the Jeep up it.
We'll try that as well, and hopefully won't roll it because it's very steep.
It's pretty steep.
But first, let's do some taming tumbleweed by taking this thing and getting it serviced.
Let's get her strapped in. All right.
Hey guys, so we're here at what used to be Four Rivers, is now 21st Century.
Now 21st Century. I'm kind of blending now.
Yeah,
so
you guys merged. So tell me about the blade.
Yeah, so this is John Deere's quick hitch front blade.
Yes.
So this fits on the 1 and 2 series John Deere tractors, as well as the X7 lineup. They come in 54 or 60 inches in width. 60 is a little bit more popular.
Yep.
And here's your quick hitch where the blade attaches to the machine. So you can simply pull a pin on each side to take the blade off. And then I have a few customers that get the snowblower and the snow blade. And this way the same quick hitch attaches to the snowblower. But the snowblower, of course, has a couple of PTO drive shafts that go to your mid-PTO, which power this. So this has been the more popular, the more economical option that I've seen over the last few years.
And it uses the hydraulics on the tractor?
It uses the hydraulics that are on the tractor that are already plumbed with your machine.
All right, and can you do a dirt road with it?
You can do a dirt road with it, yeah. You've got the adjustable feet in the back here, and you can also keep it off the environment a couple inches to make sure you're not grabbing on anything too. So. And
then you print out a quote here. So here's how much it would be to actually get that $3,200-ish installed. Mm-hmm. Now I'm thinking if you do that, then you also need a little cabin for the tractor. Because you're in the middle of winter, right?
Sure, yes.
How much are those guys?
To add one, it'd be an aftermarket company. I believe it's Curtis Cab out of Maine.
Okay.
And they're probably, the last one I quoted for a guy was around $8,000 with install. Yes.
All right, so
it would behoove you to get one from the factory that way.
Okay. All right, so $8,000 plus $3,000. If you wanted to get the blower, that would be not $3,000 but $6,000-ish, right?
Yes.
Twice as much. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
All right. Well, that's a big chunk of money. I got to think about this.
Sure.
It might just be easier, like David said, to give Tommy a shovel.
Right. Used human labor instead of machine labor.
Yeah, I'll give it a thought and I'll let you know. Cool? Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. All right, David. So I'm thinking we've got a skid steer.
Yeah.
And we've got a skid steer with a heated cabin.
Yeah.
That seems like a much better snow removal device, especially if we can get a blade for it.
So I have, when I bought my Bobcat, it came with, from the guy I bought it from, he had a blade and a snowblower.
Yep.
what I found out is I just never used the snow blower.
Yeah.
Because our snow was just not deep enough to.
Yeah, it's not
really
1970 anymore. Yeah.
So I use the blade, but sometimes I just go out there and use the bucket, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
So, hey, we'll teach Tommy how to run the skid steer.
Yeah, or I can ask Alan, our friend over at Denver East Equipment Company, if he's got a used blade, you know.
Yeah.
And then you don't need that mechanism to, you know, attach it because it's already there.
So the nice thing about a blade is it has feet,
Yeah.
and it keeps the blade up off the gravel.
So you can go over the
when
gravel.
you just do it with the regular bucket, you end up tearing up your driveway.
Sure, because you'll take some gravel with you.
Yeah, so for ease of use, I'd say, yeah, let's look for a blade for the skid steer. It's a great idea.
Yeah, plus you're warm and comfy versus cold and, well, miserable.
Blistery.
Blistery
as
out there,
Winnie
yeah.
the Pooh would say.
Yeah. All right, good. David, now it's time for the off-roading part of the video. We've brought our AEV JK, which is our probably most fearsome off-roader. Right? It's got everything you want, triple locked.
Yeah, well, the reason we brought it is because I've been doing maintenance, and I don't want to bring anybody's personal vehicle in here until we try it out with something.
Yeah.
So this one's got about a cord of wood in it, maybe 2 cords. I think we'll get through this side. It's the other side that I'm a little bit worried about.
Yeah.
Because I haven't put anything in it yet. So
this is obstacle we call Cottonwood Creek. And what happens is there's this water that flows down through it, and everybody gets stuck, and we have to pull cable, and we get muddy, and it stops being an adventure, and it starts becoming a recovery.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah. So I want it to be fun for people to come without not getting covered in mud.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't mind me getting covered in mud, but I don't want everybody else being.
It's also
muddy.
gross mud.
Yeah, it's stinky mud.
It's stinky mud. Yeah.
So yeah, we've got this obstacle, and then I worked on Tommy's Demise.
Yep.
And I also worked on Home Free Hill.
All right. Well, let's try this first.
Okay.
All right. So 4-low neutral. Let me drive a little bit.
You gonna lock?
Front's locked, rear's locked.
Okay, good.
All right.
Sway bar?
Sway bar is disconnected.
All right.
Here we go.
Everything's activated.
Yeah, everything's activated. We got mud terrains, Mickey Thompson's.
These are good aggressive tires.
Yeah, so that's good because we're going to mud.
Yeah, we are.
Which is unusual for Colorado. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
That's what makes it so hard.
We have organic matter in some places. It's not all rock everywhere in the Rocky Mountains.
No, so far, so good.
So that's not a good sign, right? Oh, all 4 are activated?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So my wood didn't do a darn thing.
Already stuck.
It just pushed it all out of the way. Okay, I'm pulling cable.
Yeah, we're stuck, dude.
All right, well, I'm pulling cable, okay?
Okay.
I see your problem.
I see the problem. I can't even get to the winch.
Yeah, the bumper is buried in mud.
I can't even get to the...
Are you able to go back any?
Can you go back at all? It's almost like the winch was out a little bit, too.
Yeah, I think it's probably hooked onto one of the...
Oh, wow.
The rings.
So, you know what we did?
Huh.
I don't know who did it, but it was disengaged and it sucked in the shackle at the end of the winch, and now it's underneath the Jeep.
You might have it.
Ah, success!
Aha!
He got it.
Getting hung up.
So yeah, so whoever used this last
Didn't do a
kind
good
of
job.
got it balled up. Back in.
That'll help us up.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Hey, good job, Case.
Good job, Case. I realize I'm the only one not getting muddy, but I guess that's kind of the perk of being me.
Boss.
Boss man.
Boss man.
Boss man.
Took a little bit of effort, but you know,
Well,
made it happen.
we made it happen, but I'm not happy with the results because that means that only if you have a winch will you ever make it through our course.
Yeah, we still got some work to do apparently.
That takes the fun out of it.
All right, so we got out of the first part, sort of, kind of, but once again, to really get out of here, it gets hard again.
Have you done any messing with this obstacle?
No, I haven't done anything. But you know, this obstacle really, in the past, has only required confidence. Maybe lockers aren't quite enough. Back up a little bit. Give it a try.
I tried it with momentum, David.
One more foot. Okay, right there. Now give it the beam. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Roman.
More fun when you fight for it.
We've made a muddy mess of the Jeep, but
Yeah, that's all right. That's of course.
I got a feeling the next two aren't going to be nearly that hard.
Oh, I got a feeling it'd be harder, dude.
I don't know. I put rocks in the other one. I didn't put any logs down here. I put rocks.
All right, what do you
I'm
want?
going to have to put rocks down here, obviously.
You want to try Tommy's demise?
Not the hard side,
The easy side?
easy side.
Or should we just turn around and head back all the time?
No, we got two more obstacles we got to know whether or not they're worth, you know, sending somebody else through
All
here.
right, let's hop in.
Look at that, David.
All right, so here's what I've done to this one, Case. I put telephone poles in here, and then I've sandwiched a bunch of rocks into all the hole. I mean, that hole right there was 18 inches deep.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
About took out the TRD's back bumper and front bumper, actually.
Well, I think a Jeep will be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna fly through this one.
Here we go, Tommy's demise. I think we'll be pulling cable again. This has got to be the hardest course. All right, let me reframe that. The shortest yet hardest obstacle course in all of Colorado. And I've done a lot of different off-roading in Colorado, and yet in such a short amount of time, I've never seen people get stuck as often. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're, you know, usually not wheeling in mud here in Colorado, but now we are because, well, we've got mud at the ranch. They would put down some logs, so this should be pretty doable. Looks nice. All right, here we go. Tommy's demise. It should be cake for this one. I'm hoping. Here it's squish. Come on, turn. There we go, look at that. Yeah, no problem.
They feel solid when you step on them, but when the Jeep goes over it,
Yeah, they moved a lot.
Yeah.
So
But it worked.
it did work.
It worked, yeah. I think, you know,
work.
you get a couple of cars coming through here before it all disintegrates.
Don't say that, Roman. We got to try and lure people, you know, to bring their vehicles.
No. I was just saying on camera, this has got to be the hardest course for as short as it is in all of Colorado, right?
No doubt.
Because there's all these, like, you know, there's the Iron Cross, you know, there's all these other, there's Carnage Canyon, right? Huge rocks and boulders,
Yeah.
but none of them have mud.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the only reason we have mud here,
Yeah.
there's a big ditch right up there
That just-
that supplies agriculture water,
Yeah, and it leaks.
leaks.
Yeah.
And so we get all this
And it won't stop
organic
leaking, yeah.
matter, and it just turns into a
But
big
we have
mud
a
hole.
pond because of it, with fishing.
The fish, we got some big fish in there too.
Dude, they're
Yeah, they are. They're like Leviathan.
So you're throwing rocks down there, I see.
Yeah, so this one has 2 truckloads of rocks.
Okay, so up and go left, or are you saying go straight?
Straight. So I cut a new path. I want to see how the most capable vehicle can do climbing that hill right there. And that's steep, but it's not too steep.
That's freaking steep, dude.
It's freaking steep. But
That's freaking steep.
Hey, but you got lockers. So this is the new part I've cut right here. I don't know if you can tell on camera how steep it is.
I think we'll have
That's
to
pretty
drive
steep.
over it a couple times before it looks like a trail.
Yeah, but he's got to make it through this first.
I have not had the best year for health. I've had some pretty serious health issues this year, but none of them have been self-inflicted, and this could be self-inflicted. So maybe maybe my luck is finally going to change. So we shall see. But you know, part of being the boss is also taking on the responsibility of doing the hard, you know, taking on the dangerous stuff, I suppose. Home Free Hill with a new, harder exit to the fish pond course. Here I go. First trick is not to get stuck in the mud. So I think a little momentum would be good here, but not too much. Just enough to use this Jeep. We can get through it. And then straight up this hill. Here we go. Climbing up the hill. And I'm not stopping.
Don't roll it. Nice and easy. You in 4 low?
Of course I'm in 4 low.
Let's crawl this thing. Let's take it easy. Take your front end back and forth as you crawl. Nope.
It's too steep. Dude, it's too steep. Or the tires are wet.
Both.
Yeah. Gonna dig 4 holes, that's what it's gonna do.
There you go, now driver, now driver. Keep going. Keep going.
Yes. Alright, we're gonna make this.
Oh yeah.
Not stopping. I'm not stopping till I get to the top here, which is right up here. Oh yeah.
That is a steep hill, David.
That is a steep hill, but
It doesn't really show so much on camera, but
that was a challenge. But you know, we need a challenge.
yeah.
Well, we have lots of challenges, but we need a good steep, rocky challenge.
All right, David, I've got poo in my pants and
And mud all over your shirt.
on my shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Did that scare you a little bit?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a banner year actually. So I was like number 3, Roman does a backflip in a 2017 JK.
You did good though.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, I gotta tell you, I think once you get mud on those tires,
yeah.
I think if the mud was on the tires,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Every vehicle's that way.
Yeah.
Once you get a little wet on there,
Yeah.
they turn into slicks.
Exactly. Anyway, we have proved that this has got to be one of the hardest courses in Colorado. So Cottonwood Creek, you got to work on.
And if you bring your vehicle, bring your mud boots.
Yeah. Well, look, that's what I did. Look at that. Yeah, I brought mud boots. Yeah. And we'd love to have you out here. Probably we're gonna work on the course some more.
Yes, sir, I will.
And then we'll open up again next
I
spring.
promise I'm going to come and fix my mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes, dude.
Yeah.
No mistakes. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. It's good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Taming Tumbleweed. And me and David will see you guys next time. Ciao.